Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to code this form login with username and password. So stay with me, I will show you how to do that. Okay guys, so the first thing you are going to do here in your text editor is to create two new files. The first file is HTML, so you can name it as ever you want. Like me here, forms like tutorial, right? But you can name it as you wish, but just it should be .html. Basically we always do like index.html, right? And the second file is style.css, okay, for design the web page. Right now we have just a blank page, right? And make sure that both of these files will be registered on your laptop or computer, let's say, in the same place. Okay, it should not be different place but in the same place. Okay, so now let's start to code this form, right? So here doc type and then HTML as regular, right? And now we are going to add head, and in head we are going to add meta charset UTF-8, right, like this. And then also the title, let's say form login, something like that, right? And after the head we are going also to code the body. The body is the side, everything where we are going to write here between body open and close. It will be shown here on the web page, right? So the first thing we are going to give a title. We can make like login, something like that, right? And now if we refresh, you see it's right here, login. And after login we separate it. Okay, so now we are going to start to write our username, let's say. For that the user can write his username or let's say his email or something like that, right? So label for, and after that let's say username. Okay, and then between, you see here, this one here is which is going to show here, which is going to write here, like let's say username, right, this one. And now if we refresh, username. Okay, and now we are going also to code the input. This means input is, it will be here, and the side where the user can put his username or his email address. So input ID username, right? And then name, it's the same username, we will name it, right? And then type. Here guys, type is very important because forms are different only in type. Let's say we have many types and different, so here type is only text. Okay, why text? Because here the user can add his like username with writing text, let's say, or he can also add like numbers, right? So here he can to write after that his, let's say like this, you know, I don't know, let's say David 2222, something like that, right? If it is an email address at, let's say, gmail.com, something like that, you know, you understand what I mean. So this is the username, let's say. Okay, so after the username we are going here to add the BR always, we are going to add like the password. Okay, but what password is different from username. Here when we write, you can to see like what you are typing, right? But on password it should be hidden. So we are going to write like this label for password, right? And here again we are going to write password. This password what we are writing here will be shown here for to say to the user what he is going to write here, right? Like here username. Okay, so he understand that here it's username. His username is going to write here password. So we are creating here the input, and he will understand that this is only password he can write in, right? So right now we are going also to create the input like this, ID, password, right? And then name is also password, and the most important also is type. Type here it's not text, because here it's only text like letters and numbers, but here it will be also of course text and numbers, let's say, but it's the type of this form is password, right? Like this. Great. So if I refresh right now, you see we created an input for the password, but the difference between username, which is type here text, and here password, if I write here, you cannot see what I'm writing. It's password and it should be hidden and confidential, let's say, right? So this is the difference between a type of form like a normal text, or let's say a password, which you cannot see here, it's hidden, right? And after that we are going to separate and leave small space here with br, right? And then here we can to add, let's say, another input, which will be here like the submit button, right? We are going to do this very simply. We are not going to complicate anything. A normal and simple like button, and of course with CSS you can always to design it and to give colors and things like that. But I'm going to do very simple things, like type here submit, like submit button, right? And name, how you are going to name your button, which will show here. Let's say you can also like submit, or you can say also like send or something like that. Okay, that's it. Okay, so if I refresh right now, you see it's envoyer. Envoyer is in French language, okay, because my window is Microsoft is on French on my laptop. That's why it's shown in French immediately, envoyer, but it's the same. It's in English it's submit or send. Okay, so here we finished our form, as you know, but if you see it's totally in extreme left side, and we want it on, let's say, in the center, right? So we are going to do this in CSS, but for that it will function, we need to connect, let's say, these two files, like HTML1 where we write our code, and also the CSS style where we are going to design this page, or let's say to change like the place for this content or the position for this content, right? So even if, let's say, here we are writing our code like this, let's say for example text align center, right? So text align center, this means with this one, with this short code, we are telling to the text editor we would like to display all of these contents of the page in the center, right? Because right now it is on the left, as I told you, but we would like to make it to display it here in the center. But why it does not function, even if I refresh, okay, it does not function. Why? Because as I told you, we have here a short code to add just after the title, and make sure that you will add it before the close head, like you see here, okay, or between this head, let's say. So here we are going to write like link, right? And after that href, and then here we are going to write our name of this this file, which is style.css, for to relate it, style.css, like this. Right now it is. And we are going also to write rel. Rel is relationship. We are going to explain what is the relationship between this HTML file and CSS1, right? And the how to say, the relationship here between these two files for connection is still shit, right? That's it. So now if I refresh this page, you will see that this content will change in here to the center, will change the position. You see? For now, as you see, it changed the position because we only added this code here in HTML on the head, as I told you, and also we created a file style CSS that is connected with this HTML with text align center. But of course we can make many things here in CSS file. Let's say we can, for example, change the background of this page, and we can also change the color of the of all of this text, let's say, okay. And also we can change the design of this button, but it's not, as you know, it's not the target today. It's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted just to show you how to create this form types, let's say text as form types, and also like passwords. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I hope this short tutorial will be useful for you. Do not hesitate to leave a comment if you have any question. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to share with you a lot of tutorials, short tutorials like this one, regarding HTML, CSS and more. So thank you for watching again this video, and see you next time. Ciao.